and metal. You guys are awesome. And I believe we have our special guest calling in right now. Let me go ahead and add him to the phone call here. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us live on the phone line from Austin, Texas, the lead singer, the lead vocalist of Possession of Aeons. We are joined with Ben. Ben,
what's up, dude?
What's happening, man?
Just waking up, really.
Nice. First and foremost, thank you for filling in for Joe. I know I just got the email for him last night. He wasn't able to make it, so you're filling in for him. So thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem, man. My pleasure.
Excellent. So of course, you are the lead vocalist of the band Possession of Aeons. If you can, please give me the history of the band. How did this band first got together?
Oh, I was my brother was living in New York, and I was living up in Maine, finishing up high school, and then I went to college, and he moved up to Maine, and we just started writing music together, and decided to put a project together, even though we didn't have a drummer. We just made electronic drums, and then just went from there, really.
Excellent. Now my next question for you is, now y'all music are kind of like, you got the heavy metal, you got progressive, that type of music. How would you describe the band's music?
The what?
How would you describe the band's music? Like it.
I guess it's kind of experimental death metal-ish. We put a lot of electronic stuff in our music because I don't know. I feel like it's different than what most bands do. I guess I don't know. We're trying to do something different, not like the same old shit that every band does.
Right. This is Chilling with Jeff and Kenny C, live on Ustream.tv, UE Radio, and Chaotic Radio Live. We are joined with Ben, the lead vocalist of Possession of Aeons. You got a couple of people in the chat room showing you some love, posting some links for you. The MySpace is myspace.com/Possession of Aeons. Go add them on MySpace and check this band out. Now, I noticed over the last couple of weeks that you guys have been on the search for a new drummer. How's that working out, and what do you actually look for in a drummer?
Well, I just moved down to Austin about a couple of weeks ago. My brother's been here for a while, but we're finally looking for a full band lineup, and so we can start playing out our material and shit. And what we look for in a drummer, I don't know. You just got to be awesome, I guess. Got to have long hair. Long hair is definitely a necessity in being a metal drummer. Got to be able to be your own creative entity in the band, because both of us, me and my brother, are both, we've been writing all of our material up till now, so, we need, fresh ears, I guess, to our material. Yeah, just someone awesome,
Awesome and long hair. If you would like to be the drummer of Possession of Aeons, you gotta be awesome and you gotta have long hair. I guess that counts me out because I'm not good at drummer at all, and I don't have long hair. Oh, and a listener ear of the effing near is in the chat room saying you need dedication. I guess that's also a good another thing you need is dedication. So Yeah, absolutely. If you guys, if there's anyone who would like to at least audition, again, go to the MySpace page, and I'm sure there's some details there of how you can at least audition. Now, my next question for you is, how do you feel about the state of heavy metal, the type of music that's out right now? How do you feel about some of the music that's on the radio?
Well, the radio's gotten better, but the only good radio I think is the XM because you can listen to metal on there. Like the regular, like the mainstream, like rock and all that. It's kind of watered down and it all sounds the same, has the same bullshit. I don't know. But the state of metal is getting better as the years go by, as I noticed. So, I mean, more bands are popping up, more prog bands, more death metal bands. So.
Now,
I think it's getting better for sure.
So, pretty much your first goal right now is to get a drummer. Once y'all do that, are y'all planning on going on tour, going to concerts, anything of that nature?
Well, we're gonna rewrite some of our material, some of our old material, so that the drummer, whoever, can do their own parts and be their own creative piece. And then we're gonna start playing shows around Austin, San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, whatever. And then I guess our eventual goal is to go on tour, but it's not really on our plate at the moment.
Right. Now, now, as I mentioned, you discuss your thoughts on some of the music that's out. Now, who are some of the bands that influence you, influence the band? Who are some of the bands out there, either major label or independent wise, influence? Would you consider like an influence, like got you out to where you are today?
So what was the last part?
And what I was asking was, who are some of the bands that influence y'all to do your music?
Well, a big influence when we first started was a band called Daylight Dies. They're kind of like a melancholy metal band. They're from Europe somewhere, I don't know. Also another band called Opeth, which is a pretty big band, pretty big metal band, kind of the same atmospheric kind of music, melancholy. And also just straight up like thrash metal bands like Shadows Fall and like Megadeth and death metal. We have our influences aren't we don't have any boundaries, So I mean, we could be influenced by the Goo Goo Dolls by a song, So
cool.
Soundgarden, shit like that.
Right.
Absolutely. We're big '90s rock fans. So.
Excellent. Now here's an interesting question I have for you. If you can collaborate with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Ooh, I think that would have to be Jim Morrison, because I got into the Doors about a year and a half ago, and I haven't really stopped listening to them. And Jim Morrison is a genius on many levels.
There you have it, Jim Morrison, wherever you may be. Give these guys a call. A phenomenal band right here. Again, this is Chilling with Jeff and Kenny C here with Ben, the vocalist of the Possession of Aeons. Now, my next question will have to be like, do you, of course, this is an obvious question that any musical artist would be asked, but like, do you write your own music? And do you write your own music?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now how would you, now as far as the songs go, like what kind of Now, is it based on things that happen to you, happen to your friends? Like, what kind of, as far as the songs go, like, what makes you, come up with the songs that you come up with?
The lyrical content?
Yeah, the lyrical content. Is it based on past things, past relationships, or is it based on things that happen to you, happen to your friends? Like, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's I guess a lot of my personal lyrics are personal to me, but I also put a twist on them, so you don't really